Hi, this is take two. I did a whole reading for you guys, and what happened what had happened was I did a reading for water signs, the whole thing, and I realized at the end that I didn't have the video on, I had the camera on at the end when I went to play it back to see, how it was. So here goes take two. This is Karen with Kinetic Karma. Thank you for coming to the channel. Let me do a quick prayer. Mother, Father, Spirit, I invite the guides of the people coming in to view this video and my guides to communicate. And I thank you for allowing me to be an oracle to communicate the messages from the guides of the highest of high. Please allow protection in the circle as we're opening it. I invite the east, the west, the north, the south energies to come in and add whatever is necessary, whatever is needed in the space, such that this may be a powerful and useful, meaningful reading for all who come to listen. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start completely over because I think that's what's needed. So bear with me. I have to put these cards aside because I went through the whole reading. I can't believe it. Okay, so water signs. Thank you. I'm guided to talk to water signs about water and how water flows around obstacles and is flexible and follows the path of least resistance. And I think that during these times that we're in, these strange times, that is a really, really good strategy to be like water, to not resist, but to go with the flow and to trust spirit has your back, to trust that you are doing exactly what you need to do when you need to do it, and that spirit has your back. So don't hesitate to trust and believe in that. In these times where it's really hard to trust and believe in anything externally, you can trust and believe in the unseen, in the internal powers that be, in the hidden realms. You can trust in those powers if you are acting in a fashion that is in alignment with the greater good. However, if you're acting in alignment with other powers that be, with things that want to get in the way of this ascension, this planet ascending, consciousness being raised, if you're acting in a way that gets in the way of those kinds of things, then you can trust and believe that, you'll get your karma. Just like people who are acting for the greater good will get theirs. Karma is not good or bad. It's just what it is. And it's determined by who you're being and the choices you make. So here we go. First, through a couple of cards, and the question is, what's happening now? And I pulled from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And I pulled three cards. The first one is Cat Spirit. I love that card. The second one is Antelope Spirit. And the third one is Bobcat Spirit. Okay, I think this is awesome. So this is what's happening right now. And I'm going to go to the book and read to you about each of these cards so that we can get further illumination in terms of what is happening for Water Spirit at this time regarding these cards. So the first one we're going to say is Cat Spirit. Claim your independence. Claim sovereignty over yourself. Don't believe all you hear. Don't believe all you see. What is it? How does the old saying? There was an old saying, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Okay? Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Take time to meditate. Take time to just chill and nurture yourself and listen to what Spirit has for you. Because what Spirit has for you may not be what Spirit has for your neighbor or your husband or whoever. What Spirit has for you, Spirit has for you. And trust and believe that nobody can take what Spirit has for you, but you certainly can allow it to be given away. Don't do that. Hold on to it, trust it, believe it, and keep moving. That's what these times require. Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Oracle message. When Cat Spirit meows, she is calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. The only way you can grow in all your relationships now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring, the world will mirror all this back to you. In kind. When you say no to codependency and enmeshments, live and let live, and practice taking risk as you wander into new territory for you, Cat Spirit rejoices. She is here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. The protection message is this may be the time you are facing some unpredictable situations. Hallelujah for that. That's the truth. Are you hesitant to take a risk, too cautious to jump into something new because you fear you can't trust yourself? Cat Spirit is saying go for it, because you will land on your freaking feet. She didn't say freaking. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there's no reason to worry. Cat Spirit loves to mix it up, and these seemingly upsets will actually bring you some wondrous and unexpected opportunities. Get ready to pounce, as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen and your intuition is sharp. Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success. Yes, it can. Let me say that again. Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success. So embrace the adventure. You are sure-footed and can trust yourself. And I say you're sure-footed and you can trust your damn self. Amen. Next one. On with it. Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. No joke. And we got to keep up. So what does that mean? We got to keep up. We got to stay fit in all forms, mental, spiritual, and physical. We got to meditate. We got to exercise our bodies. We got to stay alert and conscious. We got to pray. Put protection around ourselves. We got to be ready to deal with whatever comes at us, and trust and believe everything is coming at you at the same time. And when that happens, it's just a time or a message for you to shore up your own self, to shore up your ability, to your physicality, to take more vitamins, exercise a little bit more, eat a little better, drink a little bit more water. You don't got to do it all at the same time, but start working on something. Every day, do something that's going to bring you closer to the goal of health, of strength, of being better than you were the day before, okay? In terms of your stress level, meditate. Now, meditation doesn't have to look like a monk, sitting on a log, with his eyes closed and his legs crossed. Meditation could be you just get in a salt bath and chill. Let your troubles go. Just relax yourself. The more relaxed state you're in, the better you are able to communicate with spirit. So, okay, let me go. I digress. Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. Oracle message. When Antelope Spirit rushes into your life, you are being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. We have been working on manifesting, y'all. Okay? So don't be surprised when all of this stuff starts raining down on you of what it is that you have been working on for months in terms of your conscious manifestations. Because we have been working on manifestations. All right. You are being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and take action toward making your dreams real. For me, that means getting my butt on this channel more often, getting my butt communicating with you guys and supporting you guys and loving you guys and being real, being like without excuses as to why I can't get on. What does it mean for you? I don't know, but you know. And if you don't, you need to figure it out. Okay. Time to take action, making your dreams real. There is intensity you can feel. And it's important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to set it up. We're being given this break, this sequestering, this quarantine for a reason. It's for us to work on our dreams. It's for us to put them into action, for us to take the time that we didn't have before because we were so busy and there were so many demands. Now that there's not, use it. Instead of looking at what might happen and doom and gloom, use it to create what it is you want in your life. What you focus on, you're going to bring about. So you can't afford. Now's not the time. You cannot afford to focus on the negativity because that will manifest just as quickly and powerfully as your positive visions of what it is you want. So you got to pick. You got to be clear. You got to be persistent about it. If you're asking about relationship, make the first move. Just know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting when Antelope Spirit calls you to move quickly. And the protection message is, do you feel how fast the world is changing, like everything is moving at warp speed? It's hard to control desired outcomes or set fixed goals because by the time you get there, you will actually have moved beyond it. Now is the time to let go and enjoy the exhilarating ride as intentions you have set in motion in the past are coming into form with lightning speed. I just said we have been working on our manifestations for months. And now is the time that we get to put them in place and have them come through. And don't get scared when they start coming. It's what you've done. It's your power. Okay? Your job is to stay the course, even if the place feels dizzying. You may find you will change your mind a half dozen times or more as you improve your offerings. And that is just fine. Make peace with peace. For if you ride this quickening energy, you will solve challenges quickly and effortlessly instead of being bogged down. The best way to use this energy is to let go of worry and stay mindfully present as you continue to take action. Also, if something is not going to be in your best interest, no matter how badly you want it, Antelope Spirit will quickly remove it so you can move toward what it is you truly meant for you. If something is taken away, be grateful and keep moving. This is not the time to sit still, but to breathe deeply as you move forward with velocity. Okay, a rushing river, a rushing stream, not a stagnant one, a rushing one. That's what you want to be like, water signs. And I feel like I don't even have to go any further because this sums up exactly what's wanted and needed for you guys right now. That is what is happening. So, okay, where is all of this headed, Spirit? And I'm going to use the Katouche Oracle, The Way of the Katouche Oracle by Murray Hope for this. Want to know where we're going. And I pulled two cards, the Sphinx and Earth. Okay, the Sphinx. Okay. I pull Earth first. I'm sorry. Earth. Okay. The upright meaning is industry, thrift, conservation, money, possessions, practicality, all things that grow. Start a garden. Reverse meaning is idleness, parsimony, waste, drowsiness, miserliness, being cheap. Okay. So where it's headed is going to be one or two directions. You get to choose this. Even if you see the negative or the reverse meaning, even if you see idle people being idle or you being idle and wasting, you need to just shift it to what is conservation. If you're wasting, conserve. If you're being idle, get in action. If you're being miserly, be generous. So we want to flip things right now. We want to flip them without having to think too much about it, because when you think, you become stagnant too long. You don't take action. You just think. No. Now is the time when you recognize it. Spirit will let you know. They'll bring it to your attention. You'll know, there will be no doubt that there's something that needs flipping, that you need to shift to the opposite, to be in action, to be motivated. That is where this is headed. So you're going to get signs. You're going to get plenty of signs from earth type people. Could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You're going to get signs from the earth itself, from your plants. If your plants are dying, water them. Give them some sunlight. Change the potting. Whatever it is. If your kids are not, being how you want them to be, then who do you get to be to have them shift so that it works for everybody, so that they're working for you and you're working for them. Those are the things we want to look at. The next one is Sphinx, which is 21. And Sphinx, that's a really mystical, powerful figure. Half man, half lion. So upright, secrecy, observation, love of animals, and patience. Those are the attributes. Reversed, indiscretion, inattentiveness, cruelty caused through indifference or neglect, I would venture to say as well. So again, if you're seeing those things occurring, then flip it, in any area. And it doesn't have to just be these things, but these are significators, which mean that if you're seeing anything that is like indiscretion or inattentiveness or cruelty caused by indifference, and it rings and vibrates within you, then you know that is for you, and that it is upon you to make a shift in the energy. I don't care if it's you, your environment, another person. If you shift it in you, then the energy can't exist. The lower vibration cannot exist with a higher vibration. So if you notice a low vibration and you intentionally shift it to you being the higher vibratory vibration, then that lower vibration, whether it's a person, yourself, a thought, whatever, it cannot stay in the space because you're vibrating at a level that's higher than it is. So it will be driven away. So this is a secret. This is something that is very powerful. Try it. You might like it. It works. Trust me, it works. Okay, so now the next thing is what's not working. And we want to know that from this deck as well. Spirit, please advise what's not working. What's not working is best. And that is part number 4 in this deck. Okay, it's a sistrum. This picture is a sistrum. That's what they call it. Twin sisters of Horus, goddess of joy, patroness of cats. The Ba, or the soul, and the energy is fixed. So The upright meaning is intuition, caution, protection, devotion, mental healing, generosity, gratefulness, joy, happiness. When I was reading this, what channeled through me is ancestor worship. You know, acknowledge your ancestors. However you do it, acknowledge them because they can help you. Ask them for help. You know, invite them into your space. Ask them for protection. You know, show them your gratitude. Maybe with flowers, something that they like, acknowledging who they are, and you know that they're still around, even though they're on the other side of the veil. They're still here, and they would appreciate your light, your attention. It gives them strength to help them to help you, and vice versa. But that's just one of the ways that you can show gratitude. The negative or reverse side is insensitivity, remoteness, recklessness, sadness, and lack of coordination. Now, we can't help but have these experiences, and this is what I'm hearing, you know, like I can't help that I have the emotion of being sad. But what I can do is be conscious and aware that I am sad, and I can choose to focus on something that makes me happy versus to continually stay in the low vibration of sadness. I can focus on a higher vibration. I can put some music on, a song that inspires me, watch a TED Talk. I don't know. You know, whatever floats your boat. If it gets your energy shifted to a higher vibration, then that's what we want to do. Don't want to take a lot of time and be analytical. Again, we want to shift. This time and place is about shifting and taking action toward our dreams, because it's dream time. It's a time where we can manifest our dreams very powerfully. And it's also a time where we can manifest things that are not so pleasant if we're not conscious of what it is that we're allowing in our space and that we're creating. So we're either creating, allowing, or promoting things. What is it that you're creating, allowing, promoting, and is it working for you? And if it's not, then it's time to shift it to something that is. This is the gist of what's not working. Okay. Insensitivity, remoteness, recklessness, sadness, and life. And when I hear the part about remoteness, we're all quarantined, you know. Our loved ones, we're not necessarily able to go see them. You know, they may be sick. There may be things going on, and we're restricted. So just because we are restricted in the physicality of it all does not mean that we can't find creative, inventive ways to let our loved ones know that we love them. For example, my girls both have kids. I have 3 grandkids. One has a son and one has a son and a daughter. And it's a very stressful time because one of them is working from home with a toddler and she's having to find ways to occupy him. And the other one has 2 babies, a toddler and a baby that she's taking care of. And they're confined to the house where normally they're going to the zoo, they're doing this, they're doing that. Now they're just at home. And so what I did, out of my wanting to offer up some levity and to lift their spirits, I was fortunate enough that I had some money, some extra money that I could go onto Amazon, and I ordered them some toys to play with, both of them. Some things that would help them to relieve some of the stress that they're experiencing, both the parents and the grandkids, because I love them all. So that's one way of my not being able to be there with them or to care for them, but I could show them or I could be in the space without being in the space by sending them something that would lift their day, that would make their day a little better. Now, you don't have to buy something. It could be as simple as doing setting up an altar of protection for your grandkids, setting up an altar of protection for that family, you know, and asking God to, you know, keep them safe and protected, to lift some of the stress. You know, it doesn't have to be a physical thing. You could call them, you could video, hey, and spend time with them on the video. So these are the things that we're talking about. Excuse me. Okay, so now the last thing we want to know is we found out what's happening, where it's going. Where it's going is the earth and the Sphinx, the hidden, the mystical, working with the earth, and what's not working is this thing here, the sistrum, the bast, and remoteness, recklessness. Sometimes, we may get bored and drink too much during this time, which will lower our immunity, which is not what we need. I have to be very mindful of not drinking too much or drinking anything or limiting at a very low level the alcohol because it tears my resistance down. You know what works for you, what builds you, and what lowers you. Do and be mindful of those things that build you. And be sensitive. Try to be sensitive to everybody because everybody's going through something different. Nobody has what you're thinking. Everybody's world is different. So understand and respect that and try to be tolerant because we're all in this very, very hard time right now. Okay? So have a little leeway for people in terms of who they are and how they're being. I'm not saying be a doormat or allow people to walk over you, but I am saying recognize when people are upset. It may be because, they're just experiencing a pressure that they don't know how to deal with, and you're simply understanding that to the person that you're speaking to on the phone, who may be the clerk working for Amazon or whatever, because something didn't go right. Don't take it out on them because they're doing as best as they can, and so are you. And if we recognize that, we'll get through this thing much, much better. Okay, so we got what's happening, where's it going, what's not working. Now we're going to do what will support me in getting what it is that I want. What will support water signs in them getting what it is that they want. And I'm going to use the Angel Oracle by Doreen Virtue, Messages from Your Angels. Ooh, and we got cards. So the first thing is, I am helping you heal physical challenges, yourself and others. You are a healer like me. This is Archangel Raphael. And Desiree, no, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. So I don't know what this is about. It's going to be different for everybody, but whatever it is that you want, the conditions are not right for it right now. So no, you're not going to get what you want right now. Does it mean you're not going to get it? No. It doesn't mean that. It means right now you're not going to get it because the conditions aren't right. So what you have to do is trust, have faith, continue to manifest, and know that it is already yours. It just hasn't shown up in the 3D. Okay? So be patient, basically. I'd like to thank everybody for joining in on this reading, and I'm going to do one last card to cap off this reading before we go. And that is Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. So I don't know what it is you got to collaborate about. It may be a business. It may be survival. It may be like starting a homestead or how to do certain things that you don't know how to do, like cook. A lot of people don't know how to cook because we had such convenience. But that's changing. So we might have to learn how to start breaking bread, making homemade food that is more healthy and nutritious. We might have to learn a little bit more about nutrition, and we can do that through collaboration. We can do that by tapping into the wisdom that's already around you. It could be your mother, your grandmother. It could be a video, a YouTube video on how to whatever, And so, and then collaborate with people who you love and people who are around you about the best ways to go about incorporating those things. So thank you. I just got a freeze. I don't know why, but thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and namaste.